Okay, Tiburg, hello. Thank you for joining us. So we are Honne, I'm Andy, this is James. We started this project about 2, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's fairly recent. But yeah, we've kind of done all sorts of great things. We've been all over the world playing. And yeah, we're just about to release, well, not release, but finish working on our second album, which will hopefully be coming out at the beginning of next year.
All I can hope for wonder, shall we end it all for life? And I love you like no other. This has never felt so right. That's it.
This album is just finished. In fact, it was made by 2 small albums. Is that right?
It's a bit of a weird one because we were just starting and we wanted to try and get a bit of a fan base before we released a proper full-length album. So we put out a few EPs and stuff, and then built up to, I think it was June or July in 2016 when we put out our first album, which was called Warm on a Cold Night, which was also the name of the very first song we ever put out. So very confusing for someone.
For us also.
Yeah.
And your name is from Japanese, right?
Yeah.
It's out of Japanese.
Yeah.
Has something to do with feelings.
True.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So it means, so we say Hon, but if we were Japanese, we'd say Honne.
Honne.
That's how you would say it in their language. But yeah, it means true feelings. So it's things that you think inside, deep down, and only really tell your close companions about it. And there's a flip side, there's another part of their culture which is tatamai, which is what you display on the outside.
It's a thing in most cultures really, a public persona, the thing you put on, what you show to the outside world, but what you really think might be a little bit different.
Has that to do something with the music you play?
Before we had the name, we'd written 5 or 6 songs, and then I stumbled across the word, and we just felt it was perfect in terms of what we're writing about. It's all about things that have happened to us or our close friends or family. And I think we kind of live by it now, just trying to make sure we always write music that's honest and truthful.
You could have anyone. So why?
How did you get to this sound?
And more recently, people like James Blake, who's just doing great stuff, great electronic music and using really cool synths, and we actually use one of the synths that he uses. But I feel like we've taken elements of different people and made our own thing, which was the most important thing.
Is it true that you are a bit inspired by the Asian culture?
A couple of years ago, Andy lived in Japan for a short while in Tokyo, and we, just for a few months, and we wrote one of our tracks called No Place Like Home. We wrote whilst I was in London and Andy was in Tokyo, I think he really soaked it up, and we've been there since, and I really love it.
So thank you very much.